Time is ticking. How's your story going? How is it coming through? Is it a masterpiece yet? You see, as most of you know, I just recently came back from a 3-week sabbatical for writing. And if there's one thing I come back from that experience knowing here to tell you that I felt and knew, is that this is it. This is it. For once in your life, here's your miracle. Here it is. This life is our greatest gift, and within this life, it's God's great pleasure to give us the kingdom in this life. But I think sometimes that statement is misunderstood, because we do kind of fall into this image of God with wire glasses somewhere. But how is the kingdom going to come to us? There's not some entity outside of us. UPS guy isn't going to show up in brown shorts and a brown van, knock on your door and go, just delivering the kingdom. Hope you enjoy. The kingdom does not come to us, it comes through us. And I can show you right now why I took a 3-week writing sabbatical. It's right there. That's why. Because what you hold in mind with focused intention, a little faith, reproduces in time. In time. And anything, you can create miracles, transformation, complete change can occur starting today if you wish it to be. If you will allow the kingdom of heaven to begin to move through you. Have a little faith, get our lives in order. And so, guess what? Whenever I said it to you, what I said to you bounced off of you and stuck to me like glue. Like when we were kids. And so I would say, who you gonna be? Who you gonna be? What you gonna see? And every single time I said it, I saw a published author. But is God going to write my book for me? No. God's going to write it through me. When I make the time to get aligned with the divine mind. Oh yes, miracles occur. The kingdom of heaven begins to move through you. And I got to say something. The kingdom of heaven isn't a finished book. The kingdom of heaven is a state of consciousness that exists here and now always when we allow ourselves to open up to the divine mind. When we get into the process, when we step into our life with some faith and optimism and allow ourselves to open up and trust a little bit, you're in the kingdom of heaven. You just got it. It is not a finished product or a destination. It's being in that place of faith. It's being in that joy. Now, when I was on the sabbatical, I met an interesting family. This guy's a multi-millionaire lawyer from the Bay Area. And we're having dinner with him. So we started to talk. Now, this guy's a very successful lawyer. He knows some things. He knows some people. And so we get to know each other. And he asked me, so what are you up to? I said, well, I'm taking a sabbatical. And he said, what for? And I said, well, I'm finishing my first children's book, and then I'm writing the second children's book, and then I'm writing this other book to save the world, change everything, transform your life. And he gave me the wow look. You know what the wow look is? It's an upside down frown and the eyebrows go up. And he said, wow. And then he dropped the bomb. And I knew it was coming. Then he goes, so how long is this sabbatical? You see, he knows people have written books. He knows some things. And instantly my stomach started to spin. I started to think, what on God's name do you think you're going to accomplish in 3 weeks? I mean, really. I started to feel that a little bit. But I had to tell him, I said, oh, it's 3 weeks. And his wow look, which is shifted to, which translates into, I would like to laugh at you now. But we just met. So I will sustain from my laughter. You fool. He said, that's not very long. I said, yeah. But I had faith. And Dr. Todd Michael, I told him I'm going on a little sabbatical to write. And he said, oh man, I know lots of people. And they're not 3 weeks. 6 months, a year and 2 years to write. And then Todd said, and everybody I know who's been on sabbatical to write their books never gets anything done, ever. They get writer's block. I'm like, thank you for that. I appreciate that. He said everyone I know, they go on sabbatical and they're like excited, and then they get there and nothing gets done. But I don't get this, because I believe that if you understand consciously, if we get that this is it, this is the miracle, here it is. If we understand that this is it, we won't allow that to happen. We will step up to it consciously and allow the kingdom of heaven to come through us. If we understand this moment, this sabbatical of the soul, what a gift it is, what a glory moment it is. This is the moment in time that souls wait for, to express and know, become, and awaken. I don't think that happens if you recognize this is it. Do you want a more healthy body and spirit of connection here? You can have it, come on down. Do you want to be a greater channel for this energy we call money? It's yours. Do you want to have a more healthy, happy, joyful mind and peaceful heart? Come on up. It's waiting for you. Do you want your relationships to be more joyful and peaceful and full of meaning than ever before in your life? You can have it. It's being handed out just down the street where you allowed yourself to get it. Come on down. We got to get a little excited. We got to get pumped up. I got to tell you something. Listen to this. A little while ago, I was just getting ready in the morning, and I was getting ready to go. And I went in and I went to put on the deodorant. Now I have a little confession today. I do not care for the life of me what kind of deodorant I wear. It means nothing to me. Now the commercials will have you believe you're a man. You stink. Old Spice for men. Or you're a woman. It's a special sweat. No, it's not. It's all the same. I hate to burst your bubble, but it doesn't matter. So here's my confession. Here it comes. I wear my wife's deodorant. There it is. There it is. I said it. In fact, here it is. I love it. Ladies Speedster. Wild Free Chef. I don't even know what that means, but I think it has something to do with flowers, because it smells so good. I put this on in the morning. I just feel like you can call me Flower if you want to. I love it. And I'm not, if I have to wear Old Spice, I don't want to be a man. Old Spice, it sounds moldy. I don't know. So there's my confession. So anyway, I reached for the nearest deodorant, and I want you to guess, what do you think that is? What does it look like? Looks like deodorant, right? I thought it was deodorant too. So I grabbed it, I did several wipes, went into the, I started to get dressed, and all of a sudden it slowly started to ever so creep up on me like somebody had lit a match. Slowly started to raise it up. And I started to break out in a sweat. If we could eat with our armpits, it was like I had 2 handfuls of jalapenos. I was just sweating. All of a sudden I was like, I'm going to hell. What happened? So I go and I'm thinking, what happened to me? So I go into the bathroom and I look, and look what I put under my armpits. Icy hot! Icy hot! And this is what you rub on sore muscles. Your armpit is the most sensitive part of your body. Try it. You'll like it. I had the most productive day of my life. I was on fire. And all I'm saying is, we need to get on fire. We need to get woken up to the fact that this is it. Because I believe to some degree or another, every one of us, to some degree, on some gauge, if I had a gauge, some gauge or another, at different times, we are the night of the living dead. We begin to die. We let ourselves slip away into this wide awake nap, falling asleep. Nicholas Murray Butler, he was president of Columbia University and the Nobel Prize winner, he said this: most people's tombstones should read, died at 30, buried at 60. Kenny Loggins wrote the song This Is It for his father, who had gotten ill, and he was dying, and he had given up. And Kenny knew there was a chance, but his father said, if there's some miracle, maybe I'll get better. And Kenny wrote that song and said, for once in your life, here's your miracle. What are you doing? Stand up and fight. Fight for the life that you have been given. Don't take it sitting down. And now, whenever I hear that song, I feel it's God talking to me. I feel it's God saying to me, because we all fall into the dead zone to some degree or another. And it's God saying to me, what kind of a miracle are you waiting for? I have given it to you. It's all here right now. There's nothing to be waiting for. Just stand up for it, for the life that I envision for you.